In 1979, American Nigerian spiritual jazz funk combo Ambiance released its first album, Ebun, and from it the track Last Tango. Okay, we already got some rattling Latin percussion, some really scratchy wah wah guitar, a G minor tonality, brisk tempo. Really earwormy type female vocals interacting with that nimble bass line. Boom, doodle-loom, 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 doodle-loom. Mostly just sticking to minor keys all the way through. I think like G minor, C minor, then I think F minor. I like that trade-off right there. The female vocals like soaring really high, just kind of like that breathtaking moment, and then trading off with the sax, going into that really striking riff we got here. I love that sax sound when it's like really crisp, really like kind of like piercing, comes right through into like the center of the mix like that. Here kind of like flutter, kind of like as it holds that note. Well, we got some electric piano going on right here, but I wish it was a little bit higher in the mix. It's kind of faint. Yeah, I think in that passage that we just heard, well, it was ostensibly the piano solo. I think it was the drumming that was really taking command. Of course, it's all because of the mixing. Hear the bass, it's starting to stray from its pattern. It's playing other notes, it's like wiggling around. The tambourine has been so consistent throughout the track, just giving this like rattle, creating kind of a trebly vibe. I love that guitar tone right there. Kind of like envelope-y. Sounds like kind of like an enveloped hollow body. A pedal does that sound? Yeah, kind of like clean yet enveloped. Yeah, one of those great like jazz funk, rock tracks where you have like these lilting, wordless female vocals that keep on trading off with different instruments, different soloists, and the way they merge and collide, it creates such dynamics. Now he's playing much more fluidly than last time. Last time, that's alto saxist Daoud, who is the chief architect behind this band. Yeah, Nigerian-born saxophonist, flutist, African percussionist, composer, and arranger, active in Los Angeles, California during this time. Yeah, this was he assembled the band. He's in his last solo he was basically playing a riff, defined melody of the track, and now he's really stretching out more. Okay, and for the record, the vocals are by Eliza Jones and Sarah Flynn. Yeah, and let's see, Eliza Jones and Sarah Flynn. This album being the only credit for either singer here on Discogs. This track was written by Argentinian saxophonist Gato Barbieri, and I guess I would have to double check to see if the two versions resemble one another. Yeah, such a catchy riff there, hummable on that sax. The guitar that we've been hearing, Peter Lainson, giving us that scratchy wah-wah with throughout, and that solo we heard a little bit earlier. And bass, Paul Olguin. He's actually got a few more credits to his name, going over the next few decades, as a matter of fact. And yeah. Okay, and that tambourine that we've been hearing throughout the piece, just rattling away, that is played by Moniife Balois, who appears on 4 of the Ambiance records, yeah. All released on Damon Records, which I guess is basically just a self-press for this outfit. There was also like Ambiance 2 Fusion, I guess technically a different band, yeah, led by the same guy. Okay, yeah, that was Ambiance with Last Tango from their 1979 album, their first of 6 releases on Damon Records. Let's hear another track from the album, Turn Around. Okay, different mood here. Once again, a lot of minor keys, more of a mid-tempo thing. I think, let's see, and we're going to hear some I think, different instruments this time. Wow, I like that fizzy sound, that kind of bubbly sound. That synthesizer this time, played by Bob Selvin, the same keyboardist who gave us the kind of ill-fated electric piano solo on the last track. Once again, a G minor tonality is really dominating here. I guess it's kind of like a comfort key center for the band leader. I hear that bubbly sound. Yeah, this track is written by Walter Bishop Jr., American jazz pianist and composer, who put out a record in 1971 on Black Jazz Records, Choral Keys, and a few other solo releases during the 70s on Muse Records. I love that modulation right there. We had that descent, that dun dun dun, G minor, F, E flat, like that, and then it goes up half a step during the second, like to A flat, like dun dun dun, dun 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 dun, and then I love that tone. Yeah, once again, that kind of the electric guitar from once again Peter Lainson. Really kind of pinch squealing type sound. Some good rolls behind it, backing it up at odd intervals during that solo, and notice the kind of blocky Fender keys that were being played. I was going to comment a bit earlier that this song actually has some vocals, some actual words in it. They're kind of faint though. Now a more fluid run, yeah. Once again, getting to those kind of like silvery high notes. Okay, and the flute on this, that flute riff you're hearing, is played by Sarah Flynn, who one of the vocalists. Except she's not giving us vocals on this track. Yeah, she was giving us on the other one we were hearing. This time the vocals are by Elisa Jones and Moniife, who had played tambourine on that last number. that really piercing, like wah-wah riffage, kind of like in one corner of the mix, but seemingly more trebly than the rest of it. It's like parts of it. Some of the tracks are kind of have sort of a bassy, cushiony feel, blankety. Others kind of just like bolt right out, like particularly the guitar tone. Vocal lyrics right here. Yeah, taking a descending pattern and then repeating it twice, except modulating between the first and second repetition. Yeah, such a great like compositional device, particularly when you're making liberal use of flats and sharps. This now is quite the moment of Bob Selvin. Yeah, it just says keyboard synthesizer. I don't know the maker model, but this more than makes up for any problems that were going on with the last track. It kind of sounds like an ARP. Kind of has that kind of squealing tone, that piercing tone. Yeah. Oh, the way he was writing so fluidly with it over that passage. Oh, I love the way it's interacting. It's just like doing all these runs over that wah riff. I would almost like to hear the guitar solo as well go into his kind of like really sort of tight note type high fret like kind of envelope soloing and interact with this like art type sound we got going. Oh yeah, the sounds it made as it kind of went down the keys and the way each note kind of had a slight vibrato effect to it, kind of like bent, kind of like a slight pitch bend on each note, like. Daoud, the leader, the saxophonist, is taking more of a backseat in this track, I noticed. Okay, now that's some really good ensemble interplay. That sax riff right there with the vocal hook and the guitar figure, of course. Yeah, all coming together now. That was Turnaround by Ambiance, and before that, Last Tango, both from the album Ebun, released in 1979 on Damon Records. The first of 6 releases by this outfit between 1979 and 1985, and then and then the leader of the band, Daoud Abu Bakar Balawa, also fronted another outfit, I guess Follow Through, Ambiance 2 Fusion, and checking to see if he had done anything before he moved here, but no. Anyway, talented guy from I guess, yeah, I would say very much kind of in line with. I was about to kind of say, was he bringing anything? Nah. No, because he wasn't part of the Cape Jazz scene or anything. Nigeria, like more akin to like what was going on in the United States at the time. Yeah, like between like the spiritual jazz and jazz funk realms. Like I'm thinking like Oneness of Juju could be a reference point. Yeah. Yeah, and all the first three albums that I've worked through anyway are of a similar intensity with like these vocals and such, and, brisk passages and that quaint production that brings the color of the tonality of each instrument just kind of up to the fore. Yeah. For more rubies and sapphires from the catalog of Ambience, see the directory of, albums by American jazz funk artists linked in the description below for red hot tracks and purples from the album Ebun and its the two albums that came after it, 1980's Drift Up to Space and 1981's Gita Gita Tight and Tidy, yeah. And I'm sure at some point I'll get around to working through the latter part of the catalog as well. Yeah. Like and subscribe, follow me on social media, share the video, and leave a comment if there are any observations you have about the two tracks we just heard. The interplay, the soloing, the sounds, the production. Yeah, who had the best moment, the best break, the compositional depth and all that, the layers. Yeah. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most ear-traveled trimaximalist, signing off.